Hey everyone, welcome back to Kubota Farm. We are back here in East Vineland, New Jersey for what are the last days on this map. Just letting the harvester warm up a little bit before we send it on its merry way for our last harvest. Actually, this is not our last harvest. We actually have a bunch of soybeans waiting for us, don't we? They're not quite ready to go, so we'll say our last September harvest. Yeah, why not? Hope you're all doing well. Happy Wednesday. In my neck of the woods, today was actually pretty darn nice. Mid-40s. Hard to complain about that, especially for this time of the year around here. We still have this giant, like, 8-foot mound of snow in the parking lot. It might even be close to 10 foot. That'll be there till June, I'm sure. I always find it interesting when these giant mounds of snow that get collected in parking lots like Walmart and Meijer, different stores. Go check them out when they start getting really, really low. You'll be surprised what you find in there. A friend of mine swears up and down that he found like $100 doing that, because I guess, you know, at some point or another, you know, there must have been some money in the parking lot or something that the plows scooted over into the thing. I've only found cigarette lighters. I don't go around doing this all the time, don't get me wrong, but the time that I have done it, cigarette lighters, like old plastic Bigs and stuff. I think I found a bottle opener and a dirty magazine. There you go. That's my my treasure trove of stuff that I have found in melted giant snow heaps. Not sure if that necessarily will encourage you to go do your own snow heap investigating, but you know, why not? You know, it's a fun hobby. Get out, get a little exercise. People kind of look at you a little bit weird sometimes, but no more weird than if you're dumpster diving. Speaking of dumpster diving, again, same friend of mine, just had zero care for what people thought about what he was doing. I felt it so refreshing, and I wish I could be more like that. He just didn't care, like, and not the kind of bad I don't care, not like I'll just treat people anyway the way I want to and not care, not that. Genuinely a really nice guy, but he was just so comfortable with whatever he was doing that he just, you know, it just didn't matter to him if people were like, dude, like, why is this guy doing this or that? And he just didn't care as long as it wasn't hurting anybody. Just such a great freedom. I would be so self-conscious. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could. I mean, I was even self-conscious when the city that I lived in, used to live in, twice a year, spring and fall, would have the throw anything away day. All right, it was an opportunity for people to, you know, if you had an old fridge, if you had stuff that you, electronics, things like that you normally shouldn't be putting into regular garbage. If this was your ticket, you know, twice a year, have at it. And there were people, we used to watch garbage pickers. You know, we'd sit on the front porch and we would watch these people driving around in their pickup trucks, usually with a trailer attached. A lot of them were, you know, scrappers for metal and stuff like that. And then we would go for walks around the neighborhoods and see what little goodies people were throwing away. And even then I would feel self-conscious about it. And that wasn't even that big of a deal. The people that used to crack me up, and I know this is gonna sound a little bit, well, not mean, but the people that cracked me up the most. Okay, so we used to make a little game out of it. And we would have some stuff that was relatively decent looking, you know, like maybe an old vacuum cleaner or whatever that actually looked legitimately decent, you know, not clearly trash. Maybe a lamp, you know, a floor lamp or something like that. Oh, nice, Brad. And we would purposely set them aside, and then we would put one thing out at a time and time it and bet on how long it would take for somebody to stop and grab it. It was actually kind of a fun little thing to do, but the people that cracked me up the most were the people that would stop. They would see us on the front porch, and we would literally have people say to us, hey, you know, if this is in working condition, which, you know, I don't think is that bad. You know, if you're going to grab a vacuum cleaner off the side of the road and a person's there, you know, why not ask, you know? But then they would have they wouldn't just ask if it's working. They would ask for, like, do you still have the accessories? Do you have the owner's manual? Do you have the power cord? And I'm like, wow. Really? Like, at this point, I'm starting to charge you money. You know, I mean, if you're asking for extra vacuum bags and things like this, okay, now we're talking about garage sale. Now we're talking about charging it. But pretty much it's garbage. Take it for what it is, honestly. And if you're not okay with that, then you probably should find something else to do for a hobby. I thought that was kind of weird. Speaking of hobbies, too, I want to get into, I've always wanted to do this, never have, don't know why I never did, into this metal detecting thing, right? That seems like legitimate fun. And I think the funnest part of it would be just the, you know, just the not knowing what you might find. And if the detector goes off, you don't know if you're going to get a, you know, an old Pabst Blue Ribbon bottle cap, or if you're going to get a ring, you know, a gold ring or something. But I think metal detecting would be kind of slick. I'd have to do some research on that to make sure that I'm actually, you know, buying a decent metal detector and stuff, and not one that just kind of messes with you, so you're digging to China to find something that's, you know, probably a Pabst Blue Ribbon bottle cap, Colt 45 bottle cap if you're lucky. What was that? Schlitz malt liquor. get an old Schlitz malt liquor bottle cap. Oh boy. I don't know. That's how I'm almost certain that's pretty much what I would end up with. It's just a big old collection of old beer bottle caps. I think it would depend on where you live too, on how much fun that could be, because I would think if you lived someplace where you knew excuse me, maybe like Civil War activity was at, or something, you know, historical took place, it'd be a little bit more interesting. But I don't know, kind of thought about the old metal detecting. But like I said, it would probably be bottle caps, and well, I guess you really can't, well, thinking of other nasty stuff that I would find. Speaking of finding nasty stuff, we did this, a group at work many, many years ago. Many years ago, probably upwards of 15, 20 years ago, where I worked. Actually, I just hate leaving stuff like this on our last sunflower harvest here, but they did this adopt a highway thing, and so we adopted this stretch of road, you know, and you got a sign, you know, that said, you know, who adopted that stretch of road, and you got a they supplied garbage bags and stuff like that, and vests, and you went out and, you know, just collected garbage right along the side of the road. And I guess I didn't really think it through as far as what all I could possibly find. But I was really amazed at how many people urinate in pop bottles and throw them out the window. And it's the most disgusting thing. And it never dawned on me that that would be something that I would run across. And not just run across once, but like multiple times. Like, I expected your typical pop cans, beer bottles, air fresheners, baby car seats, I don't know, dirty magazines, and things like that. But I don't think I could even remember how many times I found Mountain Dew, Pepsi, little either 2 liters or the 16-ounce jobbers that people were using just for mobile bathrooms. It was disgusting. It really was. It was nasty. So if you're thinking about doing an adopt a highway, I guess just ask yourself, you know, what's your tolerance level on things like that, because yeah, you might want to think through that a little bit. I'm going to try this one more time. So deliver, right? So the unloading station is the oil mill. Loading position, we are going to do a loop. So let's do looping this time. I'm assuming loading position is just where he's going to come back and park himself. Right? Now, I think we should be good to go at the oil mill for pallets, because, oh, maybe not. We delivered to the oil mill, didn't we? We already delivered some sunflowers. So there's a very distinct chance. Where's the oil mill here? There is a very distinct chance. Oh, good, there's not. Okay, because he's going to come thundering through here and wipe out any pallets that are there. So, yeah. We'll let him go and see if he accomplishes the mission or not. Speaking of, though, what do we have in the oil mill? Okay, good. So it is producing sunflower oil. Okay. Very good. Very good. So I'm recording this Tuesday night for Wednesday's viewing. And today, Hinterland got an update. So the timing for once in my life was actually pretty good. That an update actually came out before I started a new map instead of 2 days after I started a new map. It seems like that always happens to me. That I'll start a new map and 2 days later Oh, here's an update, and you will need a new save game. That's fantastic. Now, I don't know about consoles. Now, on PCs, there's ways of fudging that a little bit so that you can go in and you can grab information out of XML files and copy it over so that if you had a bunch, you know, if you've got 20,000 liters of oats in your silo, you can add 20,000 liters of oats. Again, just, you know, fudging with the XML files and stuff. On consoles, obviously you don't have that luxury, but it's still a hassle, and depending on what you're trying to carry over to a new save from your old save, it can be a little more tedious. But it was nice to see an update, and it didn't look like it was, you know, anything massive. I don't think the map really had any significant problems. If I remember right, I think she just added cotton as a sale item because cotton didn't have any default sale locations. And there were a couple other, I would call reasonably minor things, it seemed to me, but hey, why not? You know, I'm glad it got updated, so it makes it a little easier on me to start a new gameplay. I can just set my map up again the way I wanted it. I'm pretty much good to go with Hinterland. I think I've got excuse me, some starting equipment, some is kept, some is being replaced. We are going to be, you know, we're not going into this thing broke. So we were able to afford some decent equipment going into it. I mean, I don't want to have top shelf everything, but I'm also really not interested in starting off with minimals either at this point. Looking forward to kicking that map off. In fact, we should be there, I'm gonna assume probably starting Monday. At least that's kind of the plan right now, as we start the new map Monday. If we do that, that would mean weekend episodes of Kubota Farm, because we have quite a bit of soybeans to harvest. And I can do some of this work off camera as well. You all don't have to see all the soybean harvest, that's for sure. And so yeah, I think we could probably plan on Monday starting the new series. Oh, Brad, you are missing the lefty side. Let me scooch over a little bit. Try and keep it on this row. I think it's doing pretty good on this row. Oh no, I'm missing some on the right now. Maybe I was a little bit too optimistic about doing this with one pass. Wonder how our hired helper is managing with that drop off. Oh, he's back. Oh man, he made it. Holy cow. I am shocked. I'm actually a little bit surprised. Well, congratulations. It dropped off the sunflowers and made it back. It's actually somewhat impressive. All right, how are we looking? Looking pretty darn good, actually. Let's scooch on over. And our combine. There you go, buddy. Combine's looking a little bit filthy. Who's driving the Kubota over here? Oh yeah, she's good. Yeah, it's not office job dude, and it's not sunglasses guy. So she actually knows what she's doing. So that's probably why it was done. So if we want her to do her thing, now do I just skip task, cancel job? Yeah, that didn't work, did it? All right. We'll have her come back to us and have her park probably right around here would be good. And oil mill and start. Oh, who's in there? Oh, he looks all right. I think that was a dude. All right, so they're gonna go finish off dropping off the rest of our sunflowers. We can watch spider fingers here fold up. I wonder if that's realistic. If that's what it does in real life, or probably. It seems like it would make more sense to fold than it would be to do that, you know? But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Jan? Wait, Jan? Isn't Jan Sport? Wasn't that like some kind of a bra exercise, women's fitness thing? Jan Sport? Alright. It's a lease, so we can do this. Just dump it off. And we can return. I actually thought this header did alright. I don't really know that I'm thrilled about the way it sits on the combine, but seems like it did a good job for us. So we'll return that header. Let's go, let's wash up our, let's go to the theater and wash up our combine. And not chainsaw it. Let's wash it up. She's looking a little bit filthy. I still think they should do air hoses instead of water. You just don't. Farmers aren't out here washing down combines like this. If you watch any of them, they are all using air hoses to blow all the stuff off the feeder house and all that stuff. But that's just me, you know. I'm kind of a realism guy, you know. Let's fire this thing up here. Come on, baby. I know you can do it. Why isn't it oh, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Yeah. Let's wash the inside a little bit. Get underneath there. This is definitely one job I would gladly do full time. I would pressure wash. I just think that this would be one of the most satisfying jobs. The other job I always wanted that I thought would be super satisfying was sandblasting. Just being a sandblaster. I just thought, man, I've only sandblasted one time in my life, and it was just so satisfying. So satisfying. All right, let's do this. We're going to be doing soybeans. Oh, I already got, okay, good. So we already have the honeybee set up for soybeans. It's got the old air dealios. I'm pretty sure that's what they're meant for low growing crops, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's what it's there for. Scooch up our honeybee header. Should have probably dropped it so it's not sitting up on the hydraulics like that, but she'll survive, I think. Did our, oh, they're not back. That's not a good sign. Wonder where they are. Oh, I see them. Yeah, here they come. They actually made it. That's unbelievable. So what's our total? 40,365 liters of sunflowers being produced into sunflower oil. Soon we will have a bunch of soybeans to add to the collection. Hey, buddy, you did it. Good job. Dang, hauling it. Not wasting any time. Easy on the brakes there, Chief. You okay? Everything go all right? Looks like everything went all right. All right, so we can, actually, can I just do H? Yeah, we can H it out to cancel that. Swing it around here. Get it ready for next harvest. I think we should do a quick wash job on this as well. Get her cleaned up. Oh, and that reminds me, we should probably check the maintenance on our combine. I don't want to start our next harvest with a big maintenance bill. How you looking for maintenance? 400 bucks? Dang. 35 on the trailer. Fender bender's looking all right. Wow. Yeah, it seems weird that we're going to be leaving this all behind. 760 bones on the case, so all right. Honeybee was repaired before, so we're good and we're ready to go there. What about fuel? Fuel's good. Well, I think all that means is we are going to be waiting for our soybeans to finish growing, and it looks like we've got 2 more months. September, October, November, I think, is going to be our last harvest month. November, harvesting soybeans, that is correct. So we'll be harvesting soybeans here. They're looking healthy. They're looking good. Nice green. Yeah, it's looking good. I don't think we get a lot of soybeans in my area. Oh, well, maybe we do. Seems like mostly corn, winter wheat. How you doing, piggies? You doing all right? That's right. We already did our sales and feeding them, so we're good to go. All right, everyone. I think that is going to do it for this episode of Kubota Farm. It's a good place to stop, and we will pick this up Friday. We'll be deep in the soybean harvest Friday, wrapping this thing up. We do have olives, and actually we can check real quick. Our olives just says growing. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly that means as far as Winter olives, 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 olives. Harvest of olives, October. Oh, are we going to be are we going to be harvesting these olives next month? I'll have to check that out. We might be doing an olive harvest Friday. Oh, goody, huh? Exciting? Excellent day. Well, thanks everyone for joining me. I do really appreciate you watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, of course. Subscribe if you want. Take care of yourselves. Have a really great rest of your Wednesday. We'll be back in the old family farm tomorrow, Thursday. Looking forward to that. And hopefully I will see you then. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.